So we're here today with my friend Billy the Kid, as I call him, Guillermo Fernandez, and we're here to polish my saddle because it's in desperate need of that. We're out here in the desert, and it's super important to keep your leather conditioned. I love the saddle. We did a little bit of preliminary work, and we took a lot of dust off. Tumbleweeds, dustbin, dust bowl, whatever you want to call it, you are not exempt from the elements out here. So we're going to get after it and explain why it's so important to keep your saddle conditioned, why it's good for you and the horse, and you can get so much longevity out of the saddle.
And as well as any of your other leather tack, breastplate and whatever else, and your cinches, of course. Anything leather, you want to apply that some good leather treatment on. The reason we use a brush on the seams is because a lot of foreign materials, dust, any type of objects that collect in the stitching, the seams, sticks in there. So you want to get a brush before, and do it while it's cold preferably, because when you heat it up like we're doing, it opens up the pores and the leather wants to breathe, and you don't want anything to get sucked into the leather. So preferably do it while it's cold, just underneath the fenders, the stirrups, the cantle back here. And if you have a breastplate or anything leather, go ahead and brush and then wipe it down real good. And then what we're going to do is apply some leather treatment to it. And we're going to probably do it in stages, but it's good to heat up the leather so it absorbs the leather treatment a lot better, kind of like your skin when it gets heat on it. It opens the pores, and you want to keep it supple, pliable, and not too hot though. And then what you do is layers of the leather treatment. You can tell when it's had too much. It won't start absorbing as much. You don't want to put too much at once though, but just kind of a couple coats at a time, and then rotate the saddle by your heat. Unless you're like outside in Las Vegas or something, then you don't need a fireplace, of course. So, but that's what we're doing. It's cold up here in Mount Charleston today, so that's why we're doing it this way.
So this is a product that Billy told me about quite a while ago. I was using a different type of conditioner, and I'm a big time fan of this now because it's been a while. I should have done this treatment a while back. We're getting to it now. But the absorbency and just like you were saying, like the condition of the saddle and how it looks now,
it feels good.
It's a testament to this product.
Oh, no doubt.
So why did you recommend this product?
The main product in it is beeswax.
Okay.
And beeswax repels a lot of chemicals and stuff like that, and it has some other ingredients in it. Because another product, I don't want to bad rap products, but it's the fact of the matter, and mink oil and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. What it does, it breaks down the nylon stitching in the leather. You know, the cantle back here, mm-hmm. and the straps. Anywhere there's stitching, the mink oil, snow seal, and other products have a tendency to break them down. They've done tests on that.
So while you're doing this, you want to try to get into every little piece that you can, because it's going to contribute to the wear of, or the longevity rather, of the saddle over time. And these really, they take a beating.
Yeah, the environment will break down the leather. It'll start cracking, and then you don't need any broken anything on your straps or anything like that, that's for sure. Mm-hmm. Cinches, breastplates.
So it's definitely a little bit of elbow grease, as they say. It takes a little bit of time. It's like when you're going to go paint your house and you think that it's going to be the simplest thing, but it actually takes a little bit more of intricate detail, and that can be the reason why sometimes you want to put it off.
Yeah, you'll reap the...
You'd rather be riding than conditioning, you know?
Yeah, you'll reap the fruitions of your labor if you continue to do this, and Yeah, that's a testimony, you said, Laura. We did this quite a while ago with the same product, and it's holding up real well. And you've been in the desert in Vegas and stuff, and just certainly dusty conditions, good old Nevada poof dirt.
1000%. And you like to ride Western.
Yes.
So what are the main
Pack
differences?
saddles.
See, I think this is a very comfortable saddle, dressage saddles, or this one in particular. It's kind of like, it's like riding a couch.
Well, it doesn't have a horn for starts.
For sure, so you don't have to worry about...
But there's different needs for any activity, recreation, or I like packing and hunting, big game, and you need a good Western saddle with a good fiberglass. I recommend fiberglass trees. The old wooden trees are passé because they used to break down, crack, and whatnot. And the only downfall of these saddles, like I had a nice Shepler saddle, Western type saddle, and it is heavy.
Very heavy. Western saddles are very heavy. When you picked this one up, you said, oh my God, it's so light.
I know. They all have their places in what you're doing, but yeah, and I used to keep my saddles in good shape, all my reins, everything. You don't need any foreseen breakdowns out in the outback, the wilderness areas.
So from what you told me before, you used to hunt horseback.
Oh yeah.
On the mountain, no?
Up
Back in the
here
60s and 70s, you said that everybody...
70s and 80s and even into the early 90s.
You said everybody had horses up here.
Yeah, yeah, it's a lot of people had horses, and I lived right across the street at the time here, and I just get home from work, and just to de-energize, de-escalate, I used to just get on my horse and ride from my house, and that was really cool because to me it was like therapy. And it seems like I don't even know if there's any horses up here anymore, residents in the subdivision.
No, I know, it's changed a lot.
A lot. But anyway, back in the day, yeah, we'd ride up to the ridge, the peak, and different locations. And it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And it's a lot easier to pack on a horse.
Oh, yeah.
Than all the stuff we used to take, Dutch ovens and yada yada. And we had pack saddles and cross bucks that you pack on. Yeah, horses do have their place up here for sure.
So when you're out riding, when you're trail riding up here, what kind of animals would you expect to encounter? The type of wildlife they have up here on the mountain.
Okay, there's mountain lions. Usually when you find deer, there's usually mountain lions is their predator. There's elk up here, mostly on the backside. When I say backside, towards Pahrump and up back that way, Coal Creek. But mule deer is usually what we used to hunt quite a bit of. And like I say, mule deer, elk, mountain lions, coyotes. And there's other bobcats and just critters, foxes.
So we're out here in Las Vegas. We're out here in the desert. And when you think of the desert, you think of the heat. But today we're up around Mount Charleston, where it's significantly cooler, and the high desert. And it's a totally different ecosystem. And it's fascinating because up here, you have a full 4 seasons, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. The spring and fall are usually quicker than the winters and summers.
Of course.
Wouldn't you know it?
All right, so once we get all the layers of the balm on and the conditioner, sitting by the fire, absorbing the product, how long is it good to let it sit before you polish off the excess?
Room temperature or something like that. I wouldn't put it out in the cold, like up here below freezing right now. I'd give it a chance, 24 hours, something like that. Just let it absorb. Give it a chance to absorb it. You know, if you're planning on riding the next day, that shouldn't be a problem.
So initially, when I came out towards the West Coast from Boston, from the East Coast, the dream was California. But I came here to Vegas, and I ended up in the Northwest, and I had no idea that it was horse country. the size of some of the lots, you know, you can tell. I hear from a lot of people that have lived here for a long time that Vegas was so young that it used to be dirt roads, you know, like there were no highways.
Yes, when I moved here, Jones, they separate Las Vegas Strip, and that's north and south, and then Jones, a little past that going west, was dirt roads. Charleston Boulevard was dirt roads when we used to go to Red Rock. And it didn't bother me any because I always had a vehicle that could negotiate all that. But a lot of changes. Well, this is getting really hot. I think we should rotate it.
You want to rotate it?
Yeah.
Let's do it. I got something to say about that side too.
Okay,
Miss
because
Cherokee.
it's hot. It's hot, hot, hot.
So on this side, last week, I got Cherokee all tacked up. That's the paint horse. We were gonna go for a ride. Temperature had dropped significantly, and horses can get a little spicy when that happens. And she decided that she wanted to play. And so she started to drop down on the ground. It was on this side, and she's a big girl. She started rolling on the ground. There's a little bit of like abrasion from the sand and stuff, you know. I mean, that's a 1,200-pound animal. And she starts rolling on the ground, pulls back, the whole bridle pulls off of her face. She starts bucking and playing and cantering, beautifully so, around the arena. But especially after that happened, I was really like, you know, I was planning on conditioning the saddle anyways, but stuff like that, if you're maintaining your saddle all along, then when things like that happen, it's not going to be as much wear and tear as if you're neglecting your due diligence, you know?
That's for sure.
Got to keep the horse clean, got to keep the saddle clean.
And
there's a lot of work.
It is, but you know, it just comes with the
territory.
Yeah. And there's proper ways to store your saddle. There's nothing worse than somebody just plopping it like it is right now. The best way is to set it on the front with the horn down and this down, and tuck the stirrups and the skirt in towards the saddle. There's nothing worse than have somebody come into your saddle and the fenders are all curved out.
Yeah, the worst.
Yeah, because you know these saddles, the leather gets trained, and you don't want it to be trained wrong. Now, when we're done at this point forward, it's preferable to store it in a warm environment as opposed to a cold environment. Even in Las Vegas, it's getting chilly right now because it's still absorbing, and you want to keep it at least room temperature warm, preferably for a good few days. Wipe it down again. If you had to ride tomorrow, you could do that, but still keep it indoors so it has time to absorb the product. Instead of in the cold, it won't. Kind of like my mom taught me, when you wash your hands after you got hot chili on them or something, cayenne or peeling chilies, you use cold water so your pores don't open up and absorb it.
Gotcha.
Makes sense.
All right, it does make sense. So we put the work in, we added all the product, we just let it sit in front of the fire for a little bit so it could absorb, and then we wiped off the excess, and this is your final product. It's so important to do this, to condition your saddle, especially if it means something to you. And I was lucky enough to have help today when I was doing it.
It looks good now because you kind of brought the luster back and the excess treatment. And this is the way it should look. This is beautiful. I'm really happy with
I'm so
the way it
happy.
came out and everything, but it wouldn't take any more product, so you end up rubbing it down with a cloth, preferably to get the luster back and all the goo, excess goo and stuff like that. But it's
It came out amazing.
yeah.
It looks really good.
But that's what you want to do. Do it till it doesn't absorb anymore, and you can tell when it doesn't, especially the undersides of your stirrups, the cinch straps and stuff, because it's more of a rough out leather than the top part, and it takes on more absorbency.
So hopefully this gives you a glimpse into what life in Las Vegas can be like. I am your equestrian property expert. Any questions that you have, any interest that you have in coming out this way, buying, selling, investing, I'm your person. It's important to take care of your horses. It's important to take care of your tack. It's important to have friends that are like family that'll help you through the process and teach you as you go along. So, I'll catch up with you in the next video.